What's up, peeps? It's your boy Andre Powers, right? And we're back again with another reasoning. Really and truly, this one is just to issue a warning to the Jamaican people, the Jamaican electorate, for those who are going to be participating in the upcoming elections. Not only as candidates, but also as voting people, right? As voting people. Now, for the past week, I've been looking and the things have been surfacing since the whole election announcement and so on, right? And one of the things that I see as a common thread is like everybody, all the MPs and all the MPs are persons that are giving up themselves for elected office, right? Basically, them are come up with this dubplate issue. So every man know, most of them right now, a lot of them, especially the young ones, basically putting together dubplate of using, you know, some of the most popular artists that is out there, right? And in the scape. So it kind of asks me to wonder really and truly if this is going to be an election of dubplate, who have the best dubplate or who can appeal to the layman and the populace through them sort of popularity type of thing. You understand? I know usually back then in previous elections, you know, on political platforms and on the campaign trail, I know these were things that used to happen. People use people's song, and there were one and two dubplates back then and so on. But now it seemed to be a feature of this election. So I want to tell Jamaican people, right, the people that are going to be participating in the election by casting their votes, right, be very careful. Don't get caught in this web of deception. Don't get caught in this popularity contesting. You understand? Ask question of them. Right? Don't make them come now and because them have social media now, and social media can put forward, you know, the people that are popular and who would do this and who would do that and what have you. Do not just take the show, right? Don't take the quantitative aspect of it, right? Who would do this or who would do that. Make the people them come to you with, because each person will do their mini manifestos, right? Which might be in line with the party's manifesto, right? The people in the constituency, make sure you ask question of your MPs. Right? Ask question of your MPs. Try to see what is the agenda towards the nation building for the next 4 years or 8 years. You understand? Ask questions of the shortcomings. Ask questions of what can be done to improve the state of affairs right now. Right? The state of affairs right now. You know, I find it very, very coincidental that, you know, just a couple weeks or maybe 2 weeks before the election has been announced, the security forces have had a good amount of success in their raids and their fight against gangs, right? Till some of the most wanted individuals in the island were either killed or nabbed, right? I find it very coincidental. So I was just wondering to myself, with the state of public emergency going on for so long, why is it that we have not had this type of success before, right? Why is it that we haven't had this level of success before? How is it that The opportune time is now, right? When the country is in election mode, right? So that happened like 2 weeks before, prior to some of those things were happening like 2 weeks. 2 weeks prior to the election announcement, and boom, the election is called in short order and so on, right? I don't know. I'm just asking, why is it that it is, what is the coincidence behind it? What is causing, what is fueling all of this success now, when you had the measures in place long time, right? So these are things that you need to be asking. These are things that you need to be asking. Yes, right? The Prime Minister and the Minister of Health and some of the other people have been doing a fairly good enough job, right? A fairly good enough job to manage some of the stuff that are here. But to me, some of the biggest things, right? Some of the biggest thing that is crippling the country, you know, you're still short on that, right? Holding people accountable, the people that hold public office accountable for all of them corruption and whatever it is that is taking place. Because as much as you want to boast that your term has been one of success so far, right? You still have red flags being flown against crime, red flag being flown against corruption and accountability, right? You still have red flag, right, being flown against the youth, right? Because no more than ever, there's a culture of begging now that has now emerged, right? Everybody and then granny want help, right? So I don't understand how is it that at this point in time, rather than trying to look at those things, right, that all of you can see it so fit to entertain the crowd like when they want party with Dubplates, right? And I want to ask a question. Is it that our politicians take us for fools or idiots? Why is it that you would take a Dubplate from an artist? Yeah, I know you want the popular song because it resonates in the minds of the populace. You understand? It resonates in the mind. People can identify with the song. But why is it that you are going to take a song, right? And all that happens is that them just put in your name and your constituency in the song. Put in the name and your constituency in the song. And that's it. And you feel like that is going to be accepted among the people, the populace? I mean, for other people, it works fine. For me, I'm not amused. So is it that you, as a politician, take with the idiot? Or our entertainers, the dancehall artists, are the people that they're relying on to put these things together? Or is it that they're limited in scope and writing skills? That you couldn't say, all right, then fine, a politician approach you for a Dubplate, and you couldn't sit down and say, all right, then fine, here what, let me pen something with the same melody, same rhythm and whatever it is, you understand? And pen something that speaks to the politician's success over the last term, right? Or any plans for them coming up for the next term that they're seeking election for, right? Is it that the politicians take us for fools? Or is it that our artists, they are limited in scope in terms of their writing skills? Right? Take for example, Peter Bunting have the dumpling one. And all me I hear the song I talk about is girl them this and Kyle Tick like whatever it is. Basically the same song, just putting in the constituency and the MP's name. So girl this and party this and shell long party this or whatever it is. Whatever the song is, the words of the song is basically the same thing with the difference of putting in the name of the MP, and the constituency. And then him can kick back and say, yo, this have a buzz. Then me no know still. Maybe it's just me. And all of this, guys, is just my opinion. My opinion. You understand? Lisa Hannah have fear as well. And I'm not knocking anybody because I'm calling out the ones that I've heard. You understand? Calling out the ones that I've heard. Right? Calling out the ones that I've heard. Lisa Hanna has hers with the Shensia independent girl. I think it was, there's another one with the up top boss, one of the JLP representatives, right? Of the Owner Lane song. And all of the songs them to me just sound like the same song with the difference of putting in the MP's name, right? And the constituency name. When I take with the idiot, and you know I find very disingenuous are the entertainers. Look into this now. Look into this. I know you want the money and it's your work. I know that. You want the money and it is your work. But all year round, right throughout the people in term, politicians don't do nothing for youths. Right? Politicians don't do nothing for youths, and politicians are this and all of them are thief and they're corrupted and whatever it is or so on. Right? But yet still, they approach you for a dub plate. And rather than you kick back and say, alright then fine, here what happened. Let me know exactly what you're going to do for the youths then. Or let me know exactly what you're planning to do for your constituency. And then pen that in the lyrics. But you come back and you come back with the same words. Right? With little tweak here and there. Nothing. And then now you collect the money and alright and fine. Right? So the same mouth we say nay, say re. The same mouth we say nay, say re. Because uno see a man as entertainers and dancehall artists, right? And as artists and influencers in our country, uno say politicians now do nothing for youths and politicians them are this and no guy can this and that and whatever it is or so on because they don't like politicians. But yet still, now it's politics time again, election time again, right? And them approach you, and rather than trying to kick back and say, alright then fine, guess what? What are you coming with? Ask questions of these politicians, because guess what? You have the power as well, you know. Because if they never find use in whatever it is that you have done, right? If they never see it as being vital to what they are doing, they wouldn't come and approach you. Right? They wouldn't come and approach you. How many, you need to ask yourself this as entertainers as well. How many of them have been fighting for your cause to ensure that the parties don't lock off by a certain time, to ensure that you have zones of entertainment, that you can put on good enough shows here in Jamaica that you can benefit from? You understand? How many of them has advanced your plight? Right? How many of them have advanced your plight as entertainers? Ask a question there. Right? Ask that question. So don't be cast by the veil. Don't be fooled by the veil being cast over your eyes. Money, right? And popularity and it look good and sound good. And you know, life funny, you know, man. For sure, you said this culture, the culture has changed. The mindset of the people has dwindled. One time gone, you know. One time gone. Entertainers used to beg politicians or stop politicians from using them songs on the campaign trail now, you know. Now everybody get clouded in their own rights and judgment. Till everybody now feel comfortable. So nobody now afraid of the association with the parties no more. Because one time gone, if an artist's song was being used on the campaign trail, them tie the artist there to the party. To the part where the artist might even start getting impacted by it. Right? Started getting impacted by it. I remember listening to an interview with Flowergan. On one of the next YouTube channels that I always watch. Big Up Teach Them. Right? And they were using his song back in the time. His song was like the hit song. And it caused some problem for him. And him have to go to Edward Siaga at the time and beg him, please don't use it because this I cause problem for me in my community. You understand? And it reached the point where it looked like them still use the song and him they just have to suck it up. And that was always the case. There were 1 and 2 artists back in the days who used to ask the entertainer, who used to ask the politician them, don't use my song on your campaign trail. So now all of a sudden you see the big change now? You see the big change now? Or is it that now people are okay with the affiliation and want that? Or just the money? So should we believe you when we hear you a lick out on a politician? Or lick out on the system? Should we believe you? People, these are the things I'm telling you. Sometimes do not get carried away. Do not get carried away by the things you hear some of these people say. Do not get carried away by it. Listen, look, and put things into context. You understand? Put things into context. Because now we are seeing a paradigm shift. We are seeing a paradigm shift. So therefore, you need to be asking questions of not only the politicians, but also of the entertainer them. You need to find out if them sell out now too. Because one time I could have relied upon the artists them to lick out or help voice the concerns of the people. You understand? One time I could have relied upon them. Now it seemed like, because that is what me I read into all of this thing, you know. Me don't know about nobody else. That am me. And all of this, guys, is my opinion. Right? People now go agree with me, which is fine. Some people might agree with me, which is fine just the same. 7 brothers, 7 different minds. How I view things is different from how you would view it. All I'm simply asking you to be objective. Right? Be objective. Look, do not be distracted by all of this narrative or all of this foolishness. Because to me, as I said to you, everybody will come out with them dubplate and what have you. It's an election a dubplate. It's an election a dubplate. You understand? Don't be fooled by it. Don't be fooled by it. Carefully look into your MP's portfolio, right? All their plans, and then try to ask questions, because they must appear in front of you. They must appear in front of you in some circle or some form, you know, whether it is virtual, yes or no, you know. Alright? And please ask them the question. Cause no, me no hear none of them dubplate the way I speak to no issues for nobody. All me I hear is a song over and over. And we as Jamaicans, because we love entertainment, because we're so stressed about everything we're fooling, we're tear us down, we're so stressed by it. Any little thing in the form of entertainment, we welcome it and kiki laugh and whatever it is, and boy that bad, and then that's it. Right? So we laugh for today and tomorrow we're going back in our problem. Right? Have foresight. Have proper thinking. Have proper knowledge. Now when me hear two of them dubplate, then now we have put forward some plans or the achievements and of these MPs. Right? Because remember now, you know, these MPs are not saying that they're not working. A lot of them are working. But how many of us know of the level of work that they're doing if you're not a part of the constituency? Enough time you hear it on the news say people are not do nothing. Right? How about staking your claim? Staking your claim. Providing evidence. Providing the work that you have done that makes you worthy of the vote of office for another 4.5 years, 5 years. At that, you don't need to get serious about it. And guess what? I've always said this. If the head of the stream stay away, the body of the river are going to stay just the same. If we leaders them look like a joke, the people them will come off as a joke too. Right? Hence why it seems like us as Jamaicans, it seems like not serious. Not serious. Me think we way past them foolishness a long time. Right? Having politicians come on platforms, right, to spread the rubbish that they have always done. Right? As I said, I'm not no artist, apart from the fact that you have the people them to answer to as well. You understand? Yeah, me know you have to earn your money and what have you, but me just say, a politician goes a boom and approach you to do a dub plate. Why can't you sit down and put pen to paper and pen a song, maybe with the same sort of melody, right? Because the melody is what people are familiar with, and the song, right? And the rhythm, right? Why can't you kind something, putting forward, right? And if they putting forward the issues that the people need to hear, the plans and so on, right? We're not going to say people don't want to hear that, but you can decide for people. People are glad for the entertainment, and I saw you use entertainment and fool people enough time. But, and when you sit down and decide to say, I go kind that, and the politician will look and say, boy, I know that more want, you know. You see me like how you do the dumpling song, I see me like how you do the independent girl song, and that more want. Because I don't know how Lisa Anna, being an independent girl, have nothing to do with my vote or election. Mind you, I don't live in our constituency. I just say. I'm just saying. Right? We can't make these things overshadow the consciousness of the people. You understand? People are smarter now. As much as our social media is presenting something contrary to that, because a lot of foolishness is taking place on social media. You understand? But people are smarter now, man. People have access to information. Social media has made everybody have leveled the playing field. It has made everybody accessible. You know what is happening. And as I said to you, politicians, yes, some of you are doing some work because I've seen it. I'm seeing it. Right? Others, I don't know. You understand? But I am looking and saying that, listen, not bother with the little foolishness, man. If you put together a dub plate, man, make it be, oh yeah. Also that you plan for do. Right? So if so how I look at music being used in a non-traditional form, you know. For example, like in education or in a platform like this. It can be a case where, yeah, some people might not want to sit down and listen to you doing something virtually or whatever it is. Alright, then fine. They don't want to listen to you in a plan with you doing a video or whatever. Or people say, oh, you're boring or whatever it is. Alright, then fine. Use a song to bring across your point. Use a song to bring across the point or to reinforce the real deal. But don't come and I'm going to use the song and I'm going to use back the song in its form, with the exception so then put in your name in there. So they know says a dub plate and your constituency. Do better than that. Hey, I'm Brogard. Don't fall feet. Right? If you think I'm disappointed now, I would have loved to see Prime Minister do something like that. Right? You have the ears of the people, politicians. Use it wisely. Election time now. So everybody will look to now. Everybody will look to see whatever it is now come with. So nobody come with the gimmickry. We're far beyond that now. We're far beyond that now. Jamaica needs fixing. And that should be your primary focus. That should be your primary focus. Again, this is just my view. My opinion. Through the eyes of the eagle. So, you guys be the verdict. You tell me if this is something that you're well entertained by and you're loving it. And let us see, after election, the 3rd of September, how that will play out. Right? No matter with the gimmicks thing. This is Andre Powers coming to you with another episode of The Reasoning. You understand? We try our best to enlighten people. We try our best to bring certain things to the forefront that, you know, some persons might see and they might not have a voice or be bold enough to come out and speak out against it. But sorry, I can't help myself. I want better for my child, for myself, for my family, for my friends, for Jamaica, right? For Jamaica and the diaspora, right? The place needs fixing. Now is not the time to come with foolishness. in the form of them dubplate when me are here. I am not amused. I am not amused. Right? You maybe not do it for me because, as I say, I'm not amused. You might do it for some of the other people who will kiki and laugh and say, boy, yeah, man, the one that dubplate, brother. I'm sorry. This is me. Peace out.